Hello everyone, this is my first of 4 videos on the karmic debts. I'm going to do separate life path numbers for anyone that requests them. I just did 358 for someone, and I can do that energy for anyone else that asks. Like if you're a 347, just put in a request to me and I will do a video for you. But what I'm doing right now, because I wanted to focus on the 4 karmic debts, so the energy of the 14-5 I thought I would start with, because that's my expression number. So my expression number is a 145. Okay, so you'll see later on in the video how that pans out for how the energy will manifest itself in my life or anyone's life. So first of all, let's look at the life path, because that is the most important number, isn't it, really? So that's the karmic debt, the big karmic debt. The whole energy is a karmic debt, but it's really prevalent when it's your life path. So in the 5 energy, in a previous life, and it will be draining into this life too, because this is what you're here to work past, you would have been scattered, uncommitted, undisciplined, prone to excess, a rule breaker, irresponsible in your actions, bouncing around here to there without any meaning, obsessively independent. I don't need anyone's help, even coming to the point where you cut your own hair, but definitely scattered, uncommitted, no direction in your life, just breaking rules and seeing where the wind takes you. And in the 4 energy, there was no goals. You were directionless and lazy and unfocused and apathetic, stuck, rigid, scared of change. So these elements all were part of what brought about the karmic debt that you are now in. It's about not having any commitment, no direction, no moderation in your life, breaking rules, and like what they say, abusing the freedom that you were given. And of course, in the 1 energy, you wouldn't have been so, in the negative for the 1 energy. You would have been less considering of others, more self-absorbed, maybe a bit overconfident and arrogant to other people's needs. So if you are all these numbers in the negative, 1, 4, 5, you're going to generate yourself a karmic debt, because it's scattered, uncommitted, undisciplined, irresponsible, directionless, lazy, unfocused, selfish people that end up abusing their own freedom. And this is what you did in a previous life. So I'm not accusing you of doing that in this life. This is something that happened or you did in a previous life. You abused your own freedom in some way, because you had no goals, you had no direction, and you didn't really care for those around you. You just did what you wanted, when you wanted, hang the effect and how that affected other people. So in the previous life, these difficulties that I've just said will cause you to abuse your freedom. So you could have been a criminal in your past, bad behavior basically, and things that took your freedom away, like slavery or imprisonment. So these elements will be visible in this lifetime too, but it's what you're working against. So the less of that you show, the further you are along your path. So the more committed, the more goal orientated, the more considering of others and confident you are, that's when you're achieving your path. But I'm going to go into that in a bit more detail in a moment. Before I move on, the birthday number is the 4th most important number in any chart. But and of course it's less important, but I always tack it to the life path, because it's something else that you struggle with, and it's something else to add to the life path, to give your life path a bit of edge, to add a little bit to your life path. So if your birthday number is 145, this karmic debt will be less important, and you'll struggle with this a little, because it tags onto your life path difficulties, and it's your life path you should be focusing on. So if it's your birthday number, this karmic debt is there, and you will be at times uncommitted, directionless, lazy, and you need to take account of that when you're achieving your life path. So if it's your birthday number, it's still relevant, it's still a karmic number, it's just less important than it is if it was your life path or expression number. So Life path, karmic debt 145. It's about abuse of freedom. It's about being uncommitted, undisciplined, irresponsible, lazy, directionless, and behaving badly and not considering the effects of your behavior on others. And that is what's brought about your karmic debt if you are a 145 life path in this lifetime. And as I said, these elements of you might drain into this lifetime. But your big thing you need to do in this lifetime is to put those things right from your previous lifetime to get rid of that karmic debt. You can have a karmic debt in your expression and your soul urge number as well. And I'll go into that as we go along further into the video. So, uncommitted, undisciplined, no goals, don't know what you're doing from one day to the next, fly by the seat of your pants, opportunistic. And those kind of things is what really can make you at risk of being a criminal, because you've no care for other people. You don't earn money for yourself because you haven't achieved any goals or progressed to any level. So when you are showing the negative side of the 14-5, you are very much at risk of slipping into that criminal mentality, hence the karmic debt. So your life path 145, other difficulties you're going to have. You're going to be uncommitted to any relationships. You're going to struggle to hold down a relationship when you have this karmic debt. Uncommitted to your job, your career, or your interests and passions. You could be uncommitted to. No focus, no follow through, say things and then just don't do it. No achievement, no progression. You end up standing stock still. An unhealthy sense of independence. Some 145s will do everything themselves to the point of even cutting their own hair because they want to just do everything themselves, or not seeking advice from other people, engaging in risky, unhealthy behavior that leads to what you actually fear in the first place, which is dependence. If you lose everything and you've risked everything, you are going to end up in a state of dependence. You are going to need help, and that's what you fear the most as a 145. And when you're in that negative situation especially, or partying with friends, you are very prone to excess, whether you're feeling good or miserable. Addictions to food, sex, substances, experience, very obsessive you can be by nature. But when you're a 145 life path, it's more, you show more signs of the scattered and the undirectional. I would say the obsessional side shows more strongly in the expression number. So let's look at what the 145 energy really needs to do in order to get rid of this karmic debt. So just to remind you, your life path, most important number in your chart, 40% of your core. These are the things below that I'm about to tell you about here, from manifest downwards, are the things you're working towards. Okay, they're things you're going to struggle with, and you're working towards these points, and it's the most important thing in your life, as your life path is. So it's vitally important when you're a life path 145 that you follow these commandments, the 8 commandments of the 145 energy, to help kick that karmic debt to the curb in this lifetime. Okay, when the karmic debt is your expression number, 30% of your core, the points below are more talents that you already possess, but though you're not necessarily manifesting them in this world. We can all be talented at something, doesn't mean we're using those talents effectively. But you can be using those talents effectively. It doesn't mean you're definitely going to be amazing because it's your expression number. It also depends on your effort and your attitude, and of course your soul urge number, which gives you your motivation. So if the soul urge number is the third most important, 20% of your core, and you are motivated to achieve the points below. The points below excite you. They cause that burning in your tummy. And this is what you really, really want and are motivated to achieve. So one's about your points, like you're a work in progress. One's you're not quite there yet, the life path. The expression, you're already there, but you might not be using it. The soul urge, this is what motivates you and burns in your heart. So you'll be really, really excited to do this kind of thing. And then the birthday number, which is another lesson that adds to your life path, which is a difficulty. Okay, but it's only 10% of your core. So the 145 energy, life path, or whatever it is you're working towards, especially your life path, you're looking towards manifesting your freedom properly by using your freedom constructively instead of using your freedom destructively to yourself and others or society. Finish what you start. Attain more of a goal, step-by-step approach to your goals. So you get things done, you progress, you get things achieved, and you don't give up easily. Okay, so start looking more constructive if you're a 145 karmic debt path. Be constructive as well with your fearlessness. Walk ahead, really go to achieve those goals, even if it scares the living daylights out of you. You have the potential to be fearless and use that fearlessness to achieve your goals and surge ahead. Balance your focus, your commitment and your discipline. That's your hard work and your focus to attain freedom, but balance that with your need to escape and have some adventure in your life and be carefree. So you must balance those. It's not good to be totally disciplined workaholic that never does anything else in their life, doesn't have any relationships, they're just focused on this discipline and that's it. That's not healthy. But then it's not healthy to not get anything done and be uncommitted and just be an escapist. You need balance between those two, like a work-life balance, I like to call it. More driven, more confident and less apathetic than you were when you were getting your karmic debt, when you were behaving badly. So a lot more driven, more confident, more of a healthy sense of interdependence now. You know that you need help from others and you know that you need to pull your weight in the world and that we are fundamentally interdependent. Boundaries and healthy limits, like what I've said, your work-life balance, balancing your discipline and your escape, your passion with your family and routine. You've got a balance of both. There's excitement and adventure and there's discipline and family and routine, and you need both, okay? Especially to get rid of this karmic debt and for your own happiness, you need both. Boundaries for moderation to conserve your health. We often say things like, 5 Energy often says things like, oh, I'll eat what I like, I'll do what I like. Thing is with that, if you eat what you like, it's not necessarily going to be good for your health and can cause major issues. And then when your health is bad, are you free? No, of course you're not. Ill health takes away your freedom. So you need to be more moderating, exercise, stay healthy, get out in the sun, eat less junk food, more healthy food, and, do what you need to do to conserve your health so that you can enjoy your freedom when it comes. More flexibility, deal with change a bit more constructively. So the 145 karmic debt came about through bad behavior because of laziness, lack of direction, no goals, and you just breaking the rules for your own ends without considering other people. In this lifetime now, you need to be more constructive. Finish what you start. Have goals, a step-by-step approach. Be fearless, but be constructive with it. Focus, commitment, balance that with your adventurousness to stay happy and balanced. Be more driven, more confident. Feel that healthy sense of interdependence, but without feeling that you have to do everything on your own. Moderation, keep yourself healthy and be more flexible and happy to take on change. That's what you're working towards, especially if you're a life path 145 karmic debt and birthday number, less important, but still. And then your expression number, you show more ability to achieve these elements that are in front of you now. You're better at dealing with manifesting your freedom constructively. You're better at attaining a step-by-step approach and having goals and plans. However, you might not always use it. Okay, so you need to think, if you're an expression or destiny number 145 like moi, you're better able to use the freedom you're given more constructively. You can swing from and easily go from being the fearless adventurer to when a little bit unbalanced, and I know because I can be a little bit like this when I'm unbalanced, and often I have to stop myself from tipping into this unbalance all the time. So obsessional discipline, where you work too hard. You can't put your work down. You can't stop focusing on what you need to focus. You can actually become on the other side of the polarity instead of scattered, uncommitted and undirectional. you can end up being obsessive, focused, disciplined to the detriment of all else, you know, pushing your family aside, your friends and everyone you knew. So you have that the continuum of the, you can be an amazing, fearless adventurer, you know, because this is your talent, remember. But you also have the ability to focus with discipline. You can swing towards the obsessional at times, I know, but you have that ability, or easier ability, to be adventurous, but also to be disciplined and focused when you need to be. You could be obsessed with your passion or specialism to the detriment of all else, to the detriment of your family. But you're better able, like I said, to achieve balance between being that adventurous, changeable person to being disciplined and focused and actually progressing in life. You're better able to have a step-by-step approach to progress. You're more likely, as an expression number 145, to have set goals and created a step-by-step approach and be responsible. You just have to make sure you follow through with all this, okay, and actually achieve your goals. But again, don't go too far into workaholism. You have this thing where you can achieve nothing, or you can achieve everything, or you can be lazy, or you can be a workaholic. Okay, so when you have the expression number as your energy, your talent energy, you're more likely to be that obsessed workaholic, obsessed with your work and your discipline, obsessed with working and never letting up. You have more of that energy in you when it's your expression number, but you are fundamentally, as an expression 145, better able to have a step-by-step approach to progress. You set goals, you set a step-by-step approach to your goals, and you're responsible with it. But as I said, you've got to make sure you're not flipping from directionless to workaholism, from working none, from being lazy and doing nothing, to obsession and workaholism. And that energy being so strong in your expression number, you're more likely to be quite obsessional. Very likely as well to be a bit scattered at times, but very, very obsessional. But you're better able to balance the two. Cat, sorry. Sorry, you're back in here again. Coming through the cat flap, disrupting my videos. Go on. It's a good job. I love my puddy tats lots, because they always come in the room when I'm doing a video. I think every single video I've had cat disruption. So when your expression talent number is 145, you still have the possibility of swinging from scattered and undirectional to obsessed and workaholic, but you're better able to balance those two and be happy with that, you know, be disciplined sometimes but relaxed other times, and having a good work-life balance. Better able to set goals and achieve them when it's your expression number, but you must make sure that you do, but not flip into workaholism. And of course, be confident enough in the one to do that, be driven to innovate, lead, to achieve. Okay, so you have more of the talents of what you need to achieve in the 145 when it's your expression number. When it's your heart's desire number, it's your motivation. So it's not your purpose. It's not what you're meant to be doing in this lifetime. It's not your talent. It's your motivation. It's what excites you. It's what burns in your tummy. So when your soul urge number is 145, you want to be constructive with your freedom. You hate sitting around and doing things that are unconstructive or like lazy. You know, you want to be doing something with your time. You're motivated to be doing something with your time. You love to achieve and progress. You might be one of them people that likes to put the certificate of achievement on your wall. You always finish what you start. You can't stand leaving things hanging. And you're driven to see that end result and see, you know, the success that comes from it. You enjoy every step-by-step part of the journey towards your goals, because that's what you see it as, a journey, and you love to have goals. You know, you're motivated by your goals, and you love to be fearless with them. You love to do new things and to smash through your comfort zone, get past the fear and do something that you never thought you'd be able to do, you know. Very constructive, very driven, very, you know, you want to get things done, you want to finish, you want to take your goals step by step, you want to achieve. So you're motivated by this. This kind of thing excites you. But you also want that work-life balance. You don't want to be working like a workaholic. You want to achieve with discipline and relax with style. You want that balance in your life. You want to have love, you want family, you want stability and close connections. You want to be able to balance your passion and your specialism and your focus and your discipline with your family and other people and routine, balancing the two, discipline and focus, adventure, family, routine. Balance it all, don't do one thing to the detriment of all else, or don't do nothing. You either do nothing or you do it all to the detriment of all else. So you want to be able to balance your passion, your discipline and your specialisms with time with your family, a little bit more routine, a little bit more maybe adventure and travel and relaxation, work-life balance. And you want to be healthy. You look after your health. You eat well, and you're always looking to make sure that you're healthy and strong, because you realize that, without health, you don't have freedom. So, this is more the 145 when it's your heart desire is about what you want to be. So you want to be an achiever. You want and you love to set goals and achieve them. You love to have a passion that you focus on with discipline, and then time out to relax and almost reward yourself for all the hard work that you've been putting in. So that's when the 145 is your heart's desire number. Now, I hope you found this karmic deck video really useful today. Please like it, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribed and click the bell icon, and then choose the bit that says all if you want to be kept up to date with all my uploads. If you want to contact me, you can go to my website, soulexplorer.net, email, and I'm going to put links to my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter in the description box below. So if you'd like to contact me to ask me a question, request a video, request a one-to-one video reading over Zoom. I do 2-hour or 1-hour full readings of all your core numbers and your pinnacles and your personal years, to have a real good look at who you are as a person. So contact me if you'd like a reading, or just to request a video or ask a question. Okay, just contact me. I love to hear from you. If you'd like to learn about numerology, I'm also going to put a link to my Udemy course in the description box, so that you can join that course and learn all about the basics of numerology, basically. So as ever, guys, trust the soul within you. Only your inner voice and your inner knowing knows best. See you soon.